It's the Behind the Shade show.
Someone once told me, she said that for me to accept what has happened, the trauma, not only that I caused, but from generations prior, I would have to be vulnerable. And she viewed
Hmm.
vulnerability as a weakness. So in
Hmm.
her mind, if she always had someone to conquer, right? Like she always had an attacker, whether it was real or fictional,
Yeah.
she felt strong because she always had someone to attack, to beat, to overcome. As soon as you show her peace, she became uneasy. She became anxious. She was like, oh my God, I don't have a suppressor. I can't be in the victim anymore. What role do you think then self-sabotage plays in someone's journey out of the trauma, especially when they've identified it as far back as it goes? They're face to face now, but they're sabotaging their own progress.
Beautiful. It's a lot of pieces to unfold here. I love this. So, yes, my nervous system was wired like that. My nervous system was calibrated on a very high level of tolerance, which I didn't realize for so long. But I was just chatting with my husband recently, then I never experienced joy in my life because I was like dealing with something all the time, something big. And when there was peace in my life, I was looking around that, okay, something is wrong because I was calibrated on like a constant drama. And when I was in my younger relationship, bless those guys, we love them, um, I caused drama because that's what I knew. That's how I grew up. And they still loved me, and we are friends with actually many of them. But going back, it was just like, this is how I operated. It was nothing wrong. It wasn't anybody's fault, but this is how it was natural for me. That was my default. And not until I started to do this healing journey was like, I can do differently. I can be, and as you mentioned, my husband is my first relationship that actually I felt that I can be vulnerable with. And that was a huge step for both of us. And I told him that I have trust issues with men because of my relationship with my dad, who is an alcoholic. And he said that, you know what, let's do it together. I will wait. And he didn't rush. He waited for me until I was ready for those conversations. And when I said that this is not feeling comfortable, this is hurting, and he's like, okay, what can I do to get through this or help you through this or support you through this? He didn't want to push me through this because he knew that this healing journey is mine. You cannot push anybody through, but supporting them through that journey when they are ready and saying that, but he also needed the awareness from my side when I could say that, okay, this is coming a trigger, this trigger is coming from my childhood because of this, but let me work on it and try to redo it or rewire it. So it's a step, stepping stones. Yeah, it's like milestones.
For someone like you and many others, men and women, you hear that they do have trust issues. How important was it to hear the words, let's do this together? What can I do for you?
I just have chills. That was everything. That's why I'm married to my husband because he's a very grounded guy, and I could do this journey with him. And he gave me the space, he gave me the time, and but you need a partner who knows who he is or who she is, who can support you in this journey. It's not like being perfect, but like knowing and like, again, bringing awareness to the situation. And I bluntly told him, and I thought that he will run away. He didn't. And he was the first guy who didn't run away and just stood there anchored and said then, okay, I can deal with this. That's maturity, that's emotional intelligence, and that's what you need from the partner and from both sides, because there are times when I'm pulling him and there are times when he's pulling me now.
Does that emotion or that sense or that feeling of this person is going to leave me, does that ever go away?
No. But what I realized that in so many relationships, I wanted to leave. But I wanted to leave because I was so much in pain. I was so much hurt because of the relationships and others that I said that, you know what, I go out and I leave before you can. So it cannot hurt me that much. Actually, leaving seemed to be easier than staying in a relationship, even if so it was hurting to leave, but it was less painful to think about it than okay, I'm just done with this relationship before I actually love this person and he can leave me and that would hurt more.